Okay. What was your favorite song or style of music growing up?
What's that song? Oh.
Knock 3 times on the ceiling.
Oh, a waltz song. I love that song. Waltz. I like that one song, Red Sails in the Sunset.
Red
Red Sails in the Sunset.
Is it
Look
good, Dave?
it up right now.
Dave?
That's a little to the right. Perfect.
Then we have a song that is
I'm gonna look for that song.
our song. Is that it's called "There Will Never Ever Be Another You" by Frank Sinatra. Oh, who is it?
No.
Nat King Cole. Yeah.
Nat King Cole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't we look that up? Didn't I look that up one time?
Yeah. In fact, you put it on one
Yeah,
of the
put on the-
tapes once. Did you get that Red Sails in the Sunset? Is that by the Beach? Not the Beach Boys. What is that?
That's not it.
Yeah, advertisement.
The Bee Gees?
Something about delicious.
No,
This
only
one.
one guy sings it.
Did you have any pets growing up?
Yeah, we did.
This one?
Lots of pets. We always had it all.
Really?
Oh, we had about
Did you have a favorite?
Pardon?
Did you have a favorite?
No.
What did you want when you went to the store? When you seen it and you started crying for it? You hear that story?
No.
Oh.
Black lamb.
He was a,
I don't think anybody wants me to talk about pets. That's what it is.
TC's like, I'm your favorite pet.
Yeah, I'm a favorite pet. Don't even answer that. I don't want to hear about your exes.
Yeah, one time when I was about 9, 10, I guess it was.
Mm-hmm.
And we gone to town. Dad cashed his check and everything, and went to this grocery store, not grocery, but variety store. They used to call them variety. What do you call it? Yeah.
CVS.
Rite Aid.
Yeah. And it had this little stuffed black lamb in there. That I wanted that. And it was so cute that I wanted it.
A stuffed black lamb?
Yeah.
Just a black lamb.
Toy.
A toy.
Okay,
Toy.
toy, okay. I was like, taxidermy?
And
On the way home.
Dad said, no, you can't have it, can't have it, can't have it. So we got in the car and I was pouting and everything.
Yeah.
And Lorraine too.
And we were in the back seat. my sister Lorraine said, you really want it? I said, yeah, I want that black lamb. Cry. So I was there crying, bawling, and then my dad turned around, went back and said, dang it.
He got it though.
Went back and got me the black lamb.
Is this a song, Grandma?
I don't remember where it is and what I did with it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was your...
By who?
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby. That was my favorite song.
Bing Crosby.
You know that.
You didn't know that? I just like that song. And I'm not a big on
I
music,
didn't
so
have
you
any
know.
favorite songs, but I just like jazz, modern jazz.
The Beatles covered that song too.
Who?
The Beatles, they redid this song too.
That's what. Yeah.
What world events most impacted you while you were growing up? So like the wars...
I remember my mom, and I don't know how old I was. I can't remember, but we used to have to buy sugar or shoes or stuff. We had to get stamps from the government.
Yeah, ration, yeah.
Yeah,
Everything was
ration, and they give us. We had to buy so much for sugar. You had to have a stamp for it to go to the store, and that's the only thing I remember that.
gas.
One thing that really expressed that I liked was a 49er football game. When I was 14, 15 years old, and they were playing, and they were playing and on radio because we didn't have the television then.
Yeah.
The radio, we listened to them, and we were yelling every time they made a touchdown. We just so enthused, so excited,
Yeah.
you know, that we knew the 49ers, the they were local players, you know.
Yeah.
Really excited me. I like watching football, listening to it.
Did any of your relatives or close around you fight in any of the wars or anything? Military?
My brother went to Army, Navy. My brother Johnny.
How old was he?
He was as soon as he got out of high school, 18
okay.
years old. Went to the Navy. Stayed there for I think 4 years, and then he met Linda, and then
Yeah.
they got married. But nobody. Well, your nephew Donnie.
Joe Linda.
Yeah, Joe Linda.
His first wife was named Joe Linda. Then they got divorced and they married this girl called Linda.
Yeah.
I don't like that Joe
His wife
part.
now is Linda.
But his first wife was Pumpkin. Hey, Pumpkin, come here, Pumpkin.
Yeah, but that was also Grandpa's brother's name.
Yeah.
How funny, because you had a brother named Johnny. And you had a brother named Pumpkin, too?
His girlfriend, his wife was
No, his
Pumpkin.
wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, we had
No,
Joe.
they would call each other Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Wasn't that?
Mm-hmm.
Or she would call him Pumpkin. Yeah, she would
She
call
could
him.
call him Pumpkin. But on my family alone is my dad and my brother, my Uncle John, and then there was Johnny, John, and then Johnny, and then the other Johnny. And Johnny, my brother Johnny, has a son named Johnny. And he has a little boy, and his name is Johnny.
Oh my God.
So there's 11. There's about 11 of them in the
And
family.
no, your sister,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Virginia, named her son was named John.
her son's name was John, too, Virginia's son, when it was killed at a party. You heard about that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Killed over drugs.
This girl was watching Johnny playing on the computer. They had games, you know, playing games, and they were standing there playing, and the girl had a boyfriend, but she went to lean on Johnny, looking at what was on the computer and everything. He got jealous, pulled out the shotgun and shot him
No way.
right behind his head, shot him just like that, just because his girlfriend got up to talk to him,
Yeah.
and he was gone. Not even 18 years old.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, that's the story we got. Anyway.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's what we heard anyway.
Just amazing by how many Johns are on your side, and
Oh.
then you marry a John,
Yeah.
and then you have a daughter who marries a John.
Yeah. And then you, John.
Yeah.
So there's at least 11 or 12 of them in my family.
That's crazy.
What was your first sporting event, like professional, that you went to?
Boxing.
Boxing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His cousin used to box and we used to watch him all the time.
Yeah.
Professional. He was a professional in Stockton. And I had a crush on a boy, a boxer. His name, Filipino guy. His name was Donnie Duasant? Can't remember his name now. But it's from the Philippines. He didn't speak English, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, and he liked me, and I told him, no, you know, because I didn't meet him yet.
Yeah.
This would be way before. I didn't even know that Leah was your cousin for a long time. My dad used to go take us to boxing, and I didn't know it was his cousin boxing up there. But anyway, I lost finding track. What was I saying?
Talk about the boxer.
Yeah, Donnie Oswa.
Anyway,
Orswa.
Orswa. Yeah. that's
Orswa.
what-
And
He was a Filipino champion, I think.
yeah, he's Banny Rooster. They used to call him Banny Rooster because whatever fight he did, he won.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a crush on me, and I told him no. You know, I
Wasn't
don't
interested, yeah.
Yeah, because I couldn't speak English, you know.
Yeah.
So I told him, and he says, "Oh, but I love you like the tractor. Go tung tung tung, makes my heart go tung tung." You know, love you. I said no.
What about professional, like baseball, basketball, football?
No, never been until you guys started going to
Really?
basketball. Yeah, I never went to professional. I went to Oakland A's game, you know, but that's it.
I think my first game was when the Niners were playing Rams.
What year?
That's when Johnny Unitas was playing. Johnny
Holy
Unitas was
cow,
quarterback-
yeah.
was quarterback for 49ers.
Johnny Unitas. I haven't heard that name in a while.
I didn't go to none of the Raiders football games, but I used to wait on all of them. I got their autographs.
Oh, yeah.
I got John Madden,
Holy cow!
Jim, what's the other one?
John Madden.
Yeah. I got a lot of them.
Jim Otto. Got, what's his name? The big guy.
Jim Otto.
Oh, what's his name? What's that? Oh, what's his name?
How did you said you waited on them?
Yeah, I was
Waitressing?
working waitress in Oakland Airport.
So they'd come by.
Oh,
the-
and through the airport.
Yeah, they come in there.
Through the
Yeah, she
airport.
used to work at the airport, and I used to go pick her up sometime, bring her home at night. We'd stop by the Hilton?
The Hilton, yeah.
At Hilton, and they got to know the bartender real well.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of young girls too that worked there, and the bartender would always give the girls a drink, so I had to buy mine.
Yeah.
But we'd stop in there and all that on
So where's the autograph at, Grandma?
I got it.
You seriously have it?
Yeah, I'll get it.
No way.
What?
The John Madden one?
Yeah.
One time we were in the Hilton there,
Where was it?
and the Raiders, I guess, were playing there.
Pull it up.
And I was walking to the bathroom, and John Madden was walking around the bathroom. We were going to the bathroom, and
This is when John Madden was playing, right?
He was still
well,
coaching?
Hell, he was a coach. He was a head
Coach, yeah,
there.
yeah.
Real young though.
Yeah.
Coaching Raiders.
Big. But I remember stupidly, I knew who he was. Then I said, "Oh, are you a player for the Raiders?" You look at me, "Oh, I'm the coach."
Dang it.
I
And
said, "Oh,
50-50 chance I could have got that right. Nelly now. I cannot believe.
Yeah, this was really. This one here is Jack Benny.
I don't know who that is. Jack.
You don't know who Jack Benny is?
Uh-uh.
Comedian a long time ago.
Yeah, he's a comedian. Years ago. Let's see. Jim.
Quick, somebody forge it on the football.
1971.
1971. This was 1972. Leslie Uggins, the singer.
Singer actor.
Yeah, she's a singer actor.
Leslie Uggins?
Leslie Uggins. Like,
Come on, Google.
is that A-G-G-A-N-S?
You.
You.
Yeah, you have LTE over here, so you should.
Rosie Greer.
A-G-G?
Rosie Greer.
Who's that?
Wasn't no Green.
I can't even read the writing anymore.
Football player too. Big guy.
Belitnikoff?
Rosie Greer.
This is Belitnikoff.
Yeah, that's Fred Belitnikoff.
Yeah.
You know Fred Belitnikoff, is
Mm-mm.
Raiders? Well, these are all Raiders.
Ben Davis.
Hey, John Madden right there.
And Ben Davis.
Yeah, Ben Davis. That's what
Yeah.
that big Ben Davis.
Fred Belitnikoff, 70 years old.
It's the one whose daughter got killed. We never did find out who the killer was. Or in Oakland.
And these are all through your waitressing?
Uh-huh. Oakland Airport. When they come in, I get their autographs. I didn't get Elvis Presley's autograph, but I got to see him.
No way.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah. He pulled in. He never did come in the airport, you know.
It's
Yeah,
awesome how you got that
Plane
booklet
would
out so
pull in and
fast.
then the limo would go.
I'm blown away more by the access that you had that. Like,
Like, you knew exactly where it was.
Oh, yeah. I know where everything is. This is my house.
yeah, but I don't know where stuff is in my own closet, let alone
Gonna sit behind you.
Roosevelt living.
Teddy
What
Roosevelt.
was that
It's
one?
all
The one that did
Abraham
the
Lincoln
church.
saved the night.
Oh, best of luck.
Yeah, that's the guy that used to do Charmin. Don't Squeeze a Charmin.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah,
came
oh,
and
yeah,
saved
the old
the
guy.
Yeah, the old guy came into the restaurant.
Charmin, the guy that started the toilet paper.
Yeah, yeah.
The bear?
Oh, yeah, Art Linkletter. I don't know if you ever heard of Art Linkletter.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Art Linkletter? I got his
He's the one that
autograph.
did the kid to say the darndest things?
Yeah.
He's the one that originated it.
Art
Holy
Linkletter.
cow.
No freaking way.
And this is who? Jim?
This guy.
It's cool that you had that book available when all those people
Oh, I used to take them with me. I used to take it in my locker.
Oh, Jim Neighbors.
Jim Neighbors, yeah.
Jim Neighbors.
You know who Jim Neighbors is?
Nope, I'm gonna look him up right now, though.
Jim
Art
Neighbors is,
Linkletter, though, that's a big name, too.
yeah, that's,
He was in
Jeez.
Jim Neighbors.
Opie show.
yeah.
Opie.
And here's Happy Thanksgiving.
Was the, it's funny though. The guy was looked like an old guy from the Ozark, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And the
From Eddie Griffith's show.
beautiful
Yeah.
voice, beautiful voice though. And he ended up in Hawaii and headliner in Hawaii for a long time.
This is
Had his own show.
Wow.
I'm like still like dumbfounded. Like I'm has an entire
I
book and
can't
it's never
find
been.
my Disneyland autograph
Middleton,
book.
You got another battery for that, or you got a plug for that?
This? I would left at that. That's why I'm using this.
Like, I can't
The one you
find
said
my
that
Mickey
bar
and
over
Minnie's
there.
autographs.
Oh,
Had an autograph of stuff from Marbury too.
You
roller
had?
derby, roller derby star.
yeah, the one that did roller derby.
O'Connor.
O'Connor, yeah, O'Connor.
We met him when he was a rookie in Minnesota.
Did you, O'Connor?
No, no.
Oh,
Oh, Stefan.
Basketball player.
oh.
Oh, you met O'Connor? Back in
At a
'71?
cockfight?
At a cockfight. You met him at a cockfight.
Oh, no.
He met a bunch of dudes at a cockfight.
It doesn't sound right.
Cockfest is different. And edit that out.
Sure, this guy always loses.
Touching, touching.
Oh, that's awesome. Can I see it?
Yeah. You should hear her snore. Her ears are all dirty because I've been putting drops in her ears.
Oh.
She had an infection.
So did our dog.
Ooh,
We
they
put
should
drops in her ears and
Rufus
yeah.
has an appointment tomorrow too.
And I've been giving her antibiotics too.
They said she had like so much pus in her ear they couldn't even take it out when they took her to the vet. She kept going like this, and Mom's like, something's wrong with her.
Yeah.
She had an infection.
What's the biggest difference today in the world compared to when you were a child? Like, I guess technology-wise, or
yeah.
you know, just
It's unbelievable
the
how
way
kids are nowadays.
the way your childhood was compared to how kids are now.
Those dumb smartphones.
Seriously, no, there's
Sound Madden.
Yeah.
It's to me, it's just a miracle how a cell phone works.
Yeah. How you get everything.
Proof.
How you can look it up in a minute.
well, that's what I mean. Like, there's a positive and a negative to them. It's like I can now learn anything I want.
Yeah, exactly.
In 5 seconds.
You have any questions or you?
Yeah, anything. I used to ask Mom,
It's a cloud at night.
in
you can stay
Disneyland
there.
when you lost somebody,
Yeah, pull over. Yeah.
how'd you find them? When you were going to the grocery store and you lost somebody, how'd you find them? You were one of 13. You guys went to the store.
We did that.
He
We-
lost a couple.
We went to Sacramento. I remember when there was about 6 of us in the car, and we had to stop to go to the bathroom. We went to some kind of barbecue pit or barbecue thing with the camp. And on the way home, we got home and we're in the car and they're going. We were almost 20 miles away. And Mom and decided she started naming off everybody, and Gladys didn't answer. And we looked around. Gladys wasn't with us. We left her at the gas station.
Yeah.
We had to go back 20 miles to go get her. But then when we were going over there, on the way this way, coming back, we were going to the camp, to pick her up at the station. Some lady that worked, was her husband, worked with my dad.
Yeah.
And they picked her up, and they're coming this way. We went that way. And then they said, we got over there, they said, no, some lady, and then picked her up. And so we back home, they told us her name, so we knew it was. So we got home, she was with that lady and a couple. But then we left Billy on 4th of July one time. We all went there. John was
Baby
with
boy.
us
He was the baby boy.
too. He was the baby boy.
We
And
left him at the park.
we left him at the Kinley Park because we had a picnic, everybody's loaded everything in the truck and cars and everything, and got over there and we're going, where's Billy? And they were all looking around the house. We've got him at the park. And he didn't even know he didn't even miss us. He was sitting there playing in the dirt or something.
That's what I was talking to Mom about the other day. I said it's just amazing to me that kids nowadays all have cell phones, and we all have ways of contacting anybody we need to get a hold
Exactly, yeah.
of. And Mom was like, even when I was a kid, before we had cell phones, it was like when we went to Disneyland and we lost Auntie Linda.
Yeah.
How the heck did we find her? You literally just we always had a meeting point. We always had a time.
Yeah.
And if you weren't there, then you're pretty much screwed. But nowadays, it's like, yeah, go for it. I'll call you in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
or like, whatever.
Yeah,
But-
years ago you have to make a destination where you're going to stay at.
Yeah.
And everybody meet in the same place.
Who is the oldest relative you remember as a child? Like interacting with. So like your grandpa or your great
Oh,
grandmother.
that's my Uncle Billy. And that's the only uncle I remember that is still alive. My mom's mom and dad had 15 kids. And all of them have passed now, except for Uncle Billy. And he's only 6 years older than Monica.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's still alive?
yeah,
Where's he at?
in Fairfield,
When was the last time you seen him?
a couple months ago.
He's one of the club members.
He's the club
Oh,
member.
nice.
Actually, he was one that helped start it.
He started
Founders,
it,
yeah.
He helped start it.
And
Actually, no, he was the mechanic.
Yeah,
Because they used to have those old
Cortez.
Cortez motorhomes, and he used to be the mechanic that worked on them all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how a lot of people join the club.
Because he was a good
You always
vehicle
need a
work on them.
mechanic on the team, basically.
Yeah. When they started the club too, they had a lot of people. They used to take their motorhome and put it on a train. You know, drive it up onto a train, and they traveled from here to someplace.
Well, they go into Mexico.
They go into Mexico and place, and they come back on the train. They never drove the motorhome. They stayed in the motorhome, but they had piggyback, they called it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they
I
had.
think they still got them.
Really?
They still got them.
I don't remember never seen any.
We've never gone on it.
Yeah.
Did you ever... It's funny that the next question is if you ever met any famous people. I guess we can answer that one already.
I was like, yeah, only 20,000.
A small signature book.
Full of signatures.
Yeah. Are there any special heirlooms, photos, or other memorabilia that you've had passed down through your family?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Anything you got from your mom?
Oh
or-
yeah, I got my great grandma and grandpa with my mom on their in her lap. I have that picture.
Photo?
Yeah.
So your mom as a kid on your grandmother and grandpa's lap.
The kid is my mother.
Yeah.
On her lap.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to see it?
What's your... Well, you
Yeah.
probably have that like right there.
Yeah, I do.
No, it's,
It's like, actually, I
it's in
do.
aisle 3, row 4, section 8, cabinet 1. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
What about you, Grandpa? Anything you got from your mom and dad, or...
No, my mom and dad didn't have much.
That one is the metal frame. You. The metal frame with you, little boy. You're 12 years old. That picture.
Do you know where it is?
Yes.
You do?
Hey, don't
How
put
did she
anything
have that
past
memory?
Grandma. That's nuts.
When I had a little sailor hat on?
That's
I
amazing
think so.
memory.
I remember...
Even with the position which you put it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Don't want to see... Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see my great-great-grandmother, right? Yeah, my great-great-grandmother. If it's grandma's grandma.
Yes, grandma's grandma. That'd be
My
Great-
great...
your grandma.
Great.
Her grandma.
Great-great-grandma. Oh, she literally hasn't been framed, Grandpa.
That's my grandmother and grandfather.
On your mom's side.
And there's my grandma and grandpa, and that's my mother sitting in her lap. And your picture is.
That's
That's a
them?
cool picture.
You pass that this way after?
Mm-hmm. Switch this way so you can...
Look at that hair. His hair is like...
Wow. Which one's Billy? And Wise. Who got left front?
You know, it's a funny thing that her youngest brother looks just like him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the grandpa.
It's crazy how these pictures look like they're just drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Billy looked like him. That's
Coffee
their
makes me like
grandpa.
more tired.
Yeah, yeah.
It does.
It's
Because
too
it
warm.
almost looks like
Mhm.
Billy,
That's why John makes me
Anything warm makes me
Uncle Billy, or Cousin Billy.
That's why I had to drink cold coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your son.
Yeah.
Your son, yeah.
It looks like a drawing.
There's a resemblance here.
These are like heavy frames. Mm-hmm.
You gotta show proof to the camera.
These frames
You
were
gotta put it in front of the camera.
these frames were from 1931.
His pictures I was going to show you, it's, oh, I can't get to it.
Oh.
It's in the closet.
You wanna put your finger on the other side?
In the closet?
Yeah.
You put me in the closet?
Yeah. And that's when I was cleaning at one of his pictures that his
Yeah,
mom gave
take it
me.
down.
That was that one, isn't it, the picture? I found $20 behind it. And one day I told John, here's $20 from your mom. He goes, where'd you get this at? It was in the back of the frame.
It's from your mom, literally.
Yeah. Full blood Portuguese.
They had damn
came
good
from-
skin back then.
They're from the Ozark. The Ozark.
The Ozarks?
Yeah.
Mom.
I have a T-shirt with that picture.
Yeah,
on it.
that's right. It does look like Billy.
Uh-huh. He looks like Billy, my brother.
Yeah, he said
That's what I said.
the other one's like your brother's son. Billy's son.
Oh, Billy? Aaron?
Yeah.
Is it Aaron? No, Billy.
Billy.
The oldest one is Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
Yeah.
Aaron's brother.
Billy boy.
Where's Grandpa's? Do you have
I
Grandpa's?
know I can't get to it.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't have no heirlooms. For my folks, they didn't have much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Dad's gun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one you showed
Oh,
us?
32.
That thing is crazy, dude. It's like from 1906,
I think that's what it was.
something like that. Yeah, it's a little tiny pistol. It's like the size of my hand. From 1906.
Fully automatic.
Yeah.
You pull the trigger, all 8 bullets go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So Grandpa's like, maybe one day we'll go try it. I'm like, I ain't gonna pull that thing first. Make sure it doesn't explode and blow your hand off. You might want to get somebody else to do it.
Wow.
But yeah, it has writing on it and everything too. We like looked it up.
That's awesome.
Name all of your brothers and sisters. In order.
I'll go first.
Hey,
That's all I get once.
Grandpa's got the easy
What's his
question.
name?
Lorraine was my sister's name. That's where Lorraine came from.
Yep.
My daughter is named after her.
Mom was named after whose dead aunt? Whose dead daughter?
Oh, my mom's. My sister. My mother's first child.
My mom always said that. She goes, yeah, I asked Grandma one time, who was I named after? It was like, oh, my dead niece, my dead daughter. It's like, awesome.
No, she was a little angel.
Yeah.
She's an angel. She died when she was first born.
Okay, name off your
Okay,
brother and sister.
Monica, Gladys, me, Virginia, Sonny Boy, Maggie, Rosemary, Betty, Isabel, and Billy.
Bobby and Billy.
Bobby and Billy. Yes. 11 of us.
What's the age difference?
Well, no more than three age in between,
3
3
years.
years in between. I know my sister Monica is she's 76 now, and I'm 74. And there was a sister in between there, Gladys and I. So it's about a year apart from each
Yeah.
other.
What's the age from youngest to oldest?
Right now, my brother, Monica's 76, and my brother Billy just turned 65.
Yeah, they're all retired.
They're all retired. All my brothers and sisters are retired now.
So,
And then we lost 2.
13 kids in 11 years?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
And were all of your brothers and sisters born in hospitals, or were they born in the homes, or?
Monica, Gladys, and the first Joseph, Anita, and Monica and Gladys was born in midwives.
Okay.
Yeah. I was born in the hospital at Hanford, California. And the other ones were all born in the hospital after that. The first two, they had a midwife deliver them.
When and how did you guys meet?
I was working in a gas station. June of 1958.
See, that's nuts. To the month. It's like,
Yeah.
June of 1958.
Yep.
And she came by. She came by with my sister. My sister.
Because I met his sister before I met him.
My sister and her was babysitting for the same family.
Mm.
It was a big Filipino family right there.
yeah.
The brother-in-law lived there, and his sisters, and there were a lot of sisters.
Yeah, well, yeah, 6 sisters. Your sister was watching the six sisters. I was watching that one, two
Yeah,
of
so
them.
anyway, she came by, and my sister introduced us to each other.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, I'd go by their house, you know,
There was Stockton
visit
also.
my sister, and I'd go show off, and have my hot little cars over.
What'd you have?
Burning rubber and
When he
throwing
came the
gravel
first time
over it.
seeing him, I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I met him. You know, it was Lorraine's brother. So he came by to talk to Lorraine, and he took off grass flying, rocks,
Gravel,
everything flying
gravel.
around. I said, "What an ass!" And then a couple of days later, he came around again, and he asked his sister to go to have Copper's.
Yeah,
Hamburger.
yeah.
And then he said, why don't you invite your friend, Kathy?
Yeah.
Kathy, you want to go? She said. I said, yeah, I'll go. So we went, and I remember he ordered a hamburger. And then I was eating good because I was living with a Philippine family.
Mm-hmm.
But I was embarrassed to eat in front of him. I took 1 or 2 bites and I gave it to him. I said, I'm not hungry anymore. I gave it to him. You know.
One of the first times we ever went to dinner, I don't know if you remember, but we went to the barbecue place we go to in Antigua.
Papa Joe's?
Papa Joe's.
That's where you
and
guys
you
met?
ate one bite.
You did?
Yep, and you just like looked at me and just smiled. I'm like, why is she not eating? I was like, you can eat that.
Not no more.
What year? Yeah, what year was it
Yeah.
that you guys met?
Yeah. My leftovers.
How old were you? Not what year.
17.
1958, yeah.
1958.
Then how long did you date before you got married?
6 months.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, huh?
June.
We married.
July,
We met in June. We were married in November.
And I was pregnant in between there with Anita.
Nobody knew that.
We do now.
Well, even before we got married in 58. She was born in 59. That's
We got
every
married the
12
same month as
12
your
months.
grandparents.
Yep.
But she wasn't illegal though. She was legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. So you were pregnant when you got married?
Yes.
Like my mom.
Huh?
So like my mom.
Yep.
How did you propose?
He didn't.
I don't remember.
He didn't. We just got together.
I must have asked you to marry me.
Just one day we ended up at the church together. It was like,
No church. We got married at just
just
a
as a
piece
piece.
of Byron, California. The judge that married us used to be our Santa Claus at school.
Really?
Yeah. At Byron Elementary. He was our
That's
Santa Claus.
classic.
Judge Santa Claus.
And that same judge married my sister Monica.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, he married her before he married us.
I remember.
Well, I was 17.
Remember when we got married? I was to give the judge some money, for ceremony and everything.
He
He
knew.
said, "No, son." He said, "You're gonna need it more than I do."
He knew my family. We had so many kids in that family.
Yeah.
He said, "No, John, you're gonna need that more than I do." He wouldn't take the money.
You're gonna need it more than I will.
When did you get married?
1959. November
58.
58. I mean,
It's like-
1958.
November 11th. No,
No,
November
17th.
Ours
I'm like,
was a
that's
year.
ours.
Yeah, yours is 17 too.
11.
Okay, how would you describe your spouse?
A cute little porgy.
Cute little white girl.
Yeah, yeah. When we got money from the he
Yeah.
got money from the Indian Bureau. He says, I said, what kind of money do we get? He said, what do you mean we, white woman?
Actually, when we first started dating too, our family thought, oh, he's dating a white girl.
Did not like me.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. He said,
She's dating that little Okie girl.
little Okie girl. And I said, I beg your pardon, I'm Filipino. And they didn't believe me.
Yeah.
Your mom and dad didn't believe me. But then after a while, I said the name. Your dad remembered Agan, my dad. Agan. He knew his dad worked with my dad before. Years ago. Him
Yeah.
and Uncle Leo and all of them used to work in the field together. And we were in the
Another thing, actually, too, when I first met her parents, her mom and dad.
Oh.
He came out and looked at me, and he said, "Oh, Egbulas." I said, "No,
He's a boxer.
That's my cousin."
No.
Because he followed boxing.
Yeah, he thought you were the boxer.
Egbulas. No, that's my cousin.
But he accepted you. His mom and dad, and no, dad didn't say nothing. His sister and I, and mom, they didn't like me at all. And Grandma Mary, she didn't like me either. But after that, I grew on them.
Yeah. What grandma do you most admire about Grandpa?
He's so mellow sometimes, and so quiet sometimes. Like I feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes. He doesn't really. But he's so easygoing.
I'm listening. That's why I'm listening.
What about you, Grandpa?
She's a real good cook.
Amen to that.
She is.
Real good cook. And she minds real well.
Boy.
Oh,
She
boy.
minds real well.
No, and she's not. She doesn't go out and spend money when she don't have, on
Yeah.
something she don't need. And she's sweet. And she's good looking.
What was the first thing that attracted you to Grandpa?
Definitely wasn't when he sped off.
Huh?
Definitely wasn't when he sped off in the car.
No, I don't know. He was good looking. I thought he was very good looking. But I just broke up with I had a boyfriend before.
Mhm.
Broke up, and I just don't. I said I don't want to get serious or anything. But
That's all me and her were.
then I said, but I think I'm a little fascinated with you. I just,
Yeah.
we'll just go, date a little bit and see what's happening. And fell in love with him.
Yeah.
He opened the doors for me. He's just a complete gentleman, He's very good at talking. He treated me real well.
What about you, Grandpa?
What was the question?
I don't remember. What's the question?
What's the first thing that attracted you to her?
Yeah.
First thing that attracted me to her?
Yeah.
She had a great body.
All right, next question.
My goodness, she had a great body.
97 pounds.
Just a pretty little,
97
pretty
pounds.
little girl. Anybody would be attracted.
And I always liked dresses. I always liked to wear dresses. In the 50s,
Yeah.
60s, I always liked dresses.
Shoot, I was looking through Mom's yearbooks one time, and all of a sudden was like, dang, this girl's wearing a freaking, like, her butt's sticking out of this dress.
Oh, yeah.
And then Mom goes, that's me. Okay, never mind. Let's keep looking through the book.
Yeah, Daddy made her one time. She had the dress on. He said, get up there and put something else on. You're not going to school like that.
Yeah.
And then she started going with your dad, and your dad was long hair,
Yeah.
It didn't care what he looked like.
Yeah.
And Anita started going, because you're going with somebody that looks bad, you're going to act like them. She used to not wear makeup no more. After she met John,
Yeah.
she wasn't putting makeup or nothing on, and Daddy went, what are you doing? You're not going to school looking like that. Get in, put your right clothes on, and put some makeup on. 'Cause she's just like, she didn't care, you know?
Kind of let herself go.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Kind of jumping ahead here, but what do you believe is the key to a successful marriage?
I think it's because we talk a lot about what we're going to do, what we're going to spend, you know. And, well, Daddy would say, no, we can't spend money this month because we have to, you know, hold back,
Pay off the bills.
pay off some bills, and then we can go have fun at later. And we've always done that since we were married. You too?
That's where you get it from. I get it from Grandpa.
Yep.
Yeah, she's not frugal. She's not, doesn't like to spend money when we don't need to. That's,
And I don't care for designer
it's a
stuff
money
and all that
thing, I
stuff.
guess.
Yeah.
I never did like designer stuff. Just never
Yeah.
spent money like
And she's never demanding on you know, if we go to a restaurant or something, there's some steak or something here.
Yeah.
So, you know, if she don't want steak, she won't buy it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, not just because you're there
yeah,
and it's on the menu.
yeah.
If she wants it now. She's like me. I'd rather have a nice hamburger steak or something. You know,
Yeah,
a $4 steak instead of a $20 ribeye or whatever.
yeah.
But that's just the way we are.
that's the way we were raised too. You know, just
And before we used to eat a whole steak by ourselves.
oh my God, yeah.
Now we can't do it. It's just little portion. So we just wasted money if we got something more expensive.
Yeah, exactly. How did you find out you were going to be a parent for the first time? Did they have pregnancy tests when you were?
Not at first. I remember telling him, and I started crying.
How did you find out?
I didn't have a period.
Oh.
It was called periods, yeah. And then when I didn't go. I don't remember going for a checkup for a long time either. Living in Stockton, we went to not Dameron Hospital when she was. I remember to see the doctor, Dr. Carter, and
yeah.
he delivered Lorraine and
Right. I need it.
Anita. And a couple of years later, then he delivered Johnny too. Well, come to find out, he's a drunk.
Alcoholic.
He's an alcoholic. And when I had first Anita, he went in there and gave me a episiotomy. I don't know if you guys know what that means, where they have to cut you.
Mm-hmm.
And they did, and he cut the main vein. So I was bleeding for that night that they did it, after Anita was born. And then the next night, I was still in the hospital, and I told the nurse that I was bleeding, not
Yeah.
normal. So they checked, and he had to call the doctor back in. He had to go in there and cauterize, burn,
Yeah, burn it.
yeah, to stop the bleeding. But I was miserable for about 3 weeks after she was born.
Jeez.
Yeah. Come to find out he was drunk. But of course we didn't have the money to fight nothing, so
Yeah.
we're just not that kind of people to sue somebody, which if I had the money I would have probably done it, but you can't do it when you haven't got no money. But it was wonderful to find out that I was having a baby. Then Mama and Lorraine was so good with the baby. And the
Yeah.
sister.
Larry, hi, sister.
Yeah. Then she had a baby the same time we did. A couple months later, she had Donnie.
She's old. Donnie's older. Donnie older.
Yeah, Donnie. Yeah, she had Donnie. So, yeah. And she had a baby at the county hospital. But you had insurance that time when you were working with Don.
What?
$1.95 an hour, they still had insurance for the family.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
What accomplishments are you most proud of in your life? Besides having an awesome grandson.
And granddaughter.
Oh, sorry.
Well, the school, they have what they call, I forget what they call it now. But every year they pick one person out of the whole staff, you know, the teachers, the counselors,
Yeah.
Mechanics.
anybody that
Everybody.
anybody works there. And they picked me one year.
Nice.
And it was a, what did they give me?
Plaque.
Yeah, a couple of plaques and a block, sports block.
Mhm.
Sports
Is
block.
that like
Like
when
that they put on
football-
the Letterman jacket.
Yeah, yeah, put
Oh,
on the
okay,
Letterman
yeah, yeah.
jackets, the jackets. And they gave me that with all the sports thing on it, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Because I drove all the sports.
Yeah, all the
events.
kids. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
that's huge.
a pretty good accomplishment for,
Yeah.
Yeah,
for the school. Right?
that's awesome.
Where you going?
raising 3 kids.
Definitely.
Yep. And I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I wish I could do it all over again. But, and then after working in the restaurant, I thought, well, how long can I do this in the restaurant? So that's when I got myself into knowing somebody that can get me into electronics.
Yeah.
And that's when I got a job at Lamb Research
Mm-hmm.
and at a place called PCT that I worked on heaters and stuff for microwaves.
Yeah.
So that was an accomplishment for me to go, no schooling, because I had no schooling,
Yeah.
and was able to get an electronic job and building TVs and monitors. I thought that was pretty good for me for the way I was brought up without
Yeah, yeah.
education,
Yeah.
So,
What did you have any dream jobs? Like, do you like when you were a kid? Like, one thing you wanted to do, or one thing
I
you
wanted to be a lawyer.
Really? What?
Yeah, because I thought help everybody. There's so many people that don't have nothing.
Oh, an honest lawyer.
Huh?
An honest lawyer.
Yeah, and honestly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gina should be a lawyer. She just likes to fight and win.
And I wanted
Yeah.
to be a lawyer, or if I wanted to be a nurse, one or the other.
What you're gonna be? Do you have any dream job?
What you wanted to do.
I don't think so.
I'm satisfied with what we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can go back to you at 29 years old, what advice would you give them?
Say that again.
If you can go back to the 29-year-old you, what advice would you give them?
Give who?
Yourself.
If yourself,
Oh,
at,
yourself,
at
okay.
30 years old.
You're asking us to back up a couple of years,
Yeah, well, just like, like
Yeah.
go back to 30 years old, do this differently, or try this out.
I would love to go back to school at
Yeah.
that age. But then at that time you couldn't do it because you had 3 kids.
Yeah.
But I would love to have gone back to school and get my high school diploma.
Yeah.
And I'm lazy. I didn't go back.
Well, I think at that age, 29. What were we at 29?
Well, let's see.
Still working for the lab yet?
17,
Any
18,
questions you
20.
want to jump on it?
Yeah, you're at the lab.
Is that still lab?
Yeah, I think so. Or no, you're in the service station. Simon's Brothers service station.
Oh, Simon's Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know at Simon's Brothers service station, I drank a lot. Because my bosses, we get together, my bosses, every night, every time we get off work, take off and go drinking.
And I was having a fit when he
Couple
comes.
beer here and there.
Tell him that one time the boss, when you guys were driving home drunk.
Yeah, one time we came home, we're coming home, on our way home, and my boss had a big old Pontiac station wagon.
Mm.
I was going down the freeway. I pulled over. He was driving. I was sitting on the passenger side. beer in my hand.
Yeah.
Drink it. So it was going on, and we got stopped by this highway patrol. I don't know, it was highway patrol or city cop or whatever.
Mhm.
Anyway, he pulled us over, and the policeman started coming this way, so I had the beer and I was ready to throw it out the window. Another policeman on this side. He said, yo, what you got there?
Yeah.
And I said, oh, you know, I just had enough beer, I was going to throw it away. He says, yeah, I'll bet you're going to throw it away. So he, you know, he told me, he said, come on here, I want to talk to you. So I got up there and anyway.
Yeah.
And well, they got my boss already. I had put him in the car to talk to him. He said, come on here, I want to talk to you. And I got out and I fell out into the bushes. I fell out into the bushes, and then we started to drive on. He said, oh no, you better let him drive it. And I fell in the bushes. You know,
And they just bossed it on this side.
You know, and then the radio call came over. What happened was somebody had robbed someplace.
Oh,
And they took off in a big black car.
Yeah.
So they pulled us over and checked him. And I guess they found him down the road and they needed help. So they said, okay, you guys go straight home.
Yeah.
So let him drive us. Man, I fell in the bush.
Okay, yeah.
And he drove home.
So I said, yeah, you're better off here. So I was okay. So we, let us go. We took off. That's,
Then one
in
time.
those days, it was, you know, it would never happen these days.
No, I remember the one time too, he went fishing in Richmond. And he didn't come home for a while. We went back the next day to find out why the car was all bent. He had a sign, Richmond sign, knocked that over. Came home, and the car was damaged in front, so it was sat there out in the parking lot for a while. And all the neighbors, they were living in a project. It's like,
No, it wasn't a project. It was on the street there. We're in the house. This
No.
is in Alameda. We were in Alameda.
no, the one I'm talking about, when you had the Simon, that little car.
Yeah, that little symptom.
Yeah, it started stinking. And we were wondering, what it was that? And the back of the car,
I had caught a fish. Forgot all about it.
it left it in the car. It
It's back in the
smelled to
trunk.
high
It was in the
heaven.
trunk.
In what car?
And
It was a little Simca. I think Fiat made it.
yeah, Fiat or something.
Simca?
Yeah, Simca. Simca. Little four-door thing. It was Italian. It was Italian. I don't know if it was Fiat or not.
Your head.
John?
Yeah, but the other thing really stunk, man.
Mm-hmm.
I bet. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Like that.
2005-10? What?
But it was rusted color.
I don't remember what I thought it was white.
If you can give any advice to us four.
You guys are pretty smart. I mean, you got the smartphones. Any advice we can give you, I think the smartphone's going to say.
No, I think that
Maybe so, maybe no.
if you care for somebody, and you stick by each other through thick and thin, I tell you, because there's rough times that you just say, I don't want to do this anymore, but yet you love that person
Yeah.
and you learn to live with it, and forgive, if you forgive. Like with him, all the drinking he did years ago, I should have left him a long time ago, but I loved him,
Yeah.
and I couldn't see myself without him.
But I always came home.
Yeah,
I always came home. Always put the money home.
always, and I love it when he was drunk. He come home and I wash his clothes, I got all kinds of money. Take the kids out, let's go eat something. Yeah, I really appreciate what I got, because from where I came from,
Yeah.
and I know that my house is not fancy or everything, but it's mine, and that's the way, we are. And I don't want anything fancy, But I appreciate.
We don't need.
I had my brother-in-law come over one day, and he came through the garage, and he says, "Those nice washing machines, Kathy. How long you had them?" I said, "Oh, they're about 9, 10 years old." He goes, you got them nice and clean. They stay nice. I said, well, I wipe them down and everything. I said, I appreciate that I have a washing machine.
Yeah.
Because I remember when first I got married, we had to go to the laundromat. That was hard. But my brother-in-law said, you should see your sister's washing machine. He said, it looks like she's had it 30 years, and it's only 2 years old.
Yeah.
She said, and then she says, you can't even see the washing machine. You got stuff all over it. You know, I thought, well, that's a pretty nice compliment.
She had a lot more kids too.
Yeah, she had 7 kids, yeah. But that's what I, thought it was pretty good.
Only advice I could give you guys is love each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same old thing. Always when you go to bed at night, always say, I love you.
We do every night, huh?
Things will work
Yep.
out.
Even if we're not in the same bed.
Yeah, that's true.
Be honest. Be honest with each other.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
Once you get caught in a lie, boy, it's hard to get out of it.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to get caught in a lie.
I think we all came from those. We've all learned those lessons.
And as long as you, you're married, you got money, it's not your money, his money, it's our money. And keep it that way. No matter if one makes more than the other, it's together. The money goes together.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're gonna make it.
We've been like that since day one.
Yeah.
We've never like, you make more money, you pay for it.
Yeah.
Or I'm just gonna make you pay for everything or whatever.
Yeah. No, it doesn't work that way. It's trying to together discuss things.
Yeah.
And I hope you too tie them up soon.
There's a lot of other people do. I would say I am on that list.
Yes, it will happen.
Go outside, Susie. Go outside.
It's like you guys go in my bedroom.
Any questions, Jeej?
Not that I can think of.
What was Auntie Lorraine like as a kid?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, she was a busy girl. She was
just like she is now.
just like she is now. She never stay long at anything. She's a cheerleader. She's a baseball player. She's a
Baseball player?
Oh, I
Baseball
forgot
player.
she played baseball.
Yeah, she played
Yeah,
baseball.
She plays softball.
Yeah, she played softball for Fremont.
I cannot picture her playing sports.
Me neither.
No,
Yeah, she played-
I saw a picture of her when she had her uniform on.
Yeah, football, baseball uniform. Yeah, and then she was always been the president of the club. Or she started a club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's always started something. Hula, she'd get into hula. She wants
United Nations.
everybody. She got into everything. She's a go-getter.
Well,
She still is. She's happy.
Mhm.
What about my mom?
Your mom. All I remember Anita wanted to be was a mother.
Yep, she told us.
Yeah. I don't want to go to college.
Hmm.
She said that would be a waste of time. She says, I want to be a mother, have my children, and raise my children.
She wanted a lot of kids though, didn't she?
Yeah, she wanted
She
6 or
wanted at
7
least 5.
kids. Yeah,
She
at
wanted,
least 5.
yeah, she wanted, I think 5 or 6,
Yeah.
and then she said, once after she got her boy and girl, she was like, I'm done.
Yeah, yep. That's what she said after she had a boy and girl. Why try anymore?
And Donnie Osmond was going to be her husband.
Yeah. She had a big, giant picture of Donnie Osmond in her bedroom.
I think she still would if Dad would allow it, but I don't know. And how was your angel of a son growing up?
Oh, Johnny was a